right, so here we go, Kevin. You're seeing your screen, so let's try this out for the first time. All right, gentlemen, let's bring y'all in.
All right, we're there, and we're there. Can you guys hear us?
Hello.
I can hear you.
All
Awesome.
right.
We might have got lucky. We might have got lucky. We'll see. All right.
I'm going to try. I don't know. Is it Gaston or Gaston?
That's right.
Oh, Gaston.
Both of us.
Okay, either way. And Bruce from the band Relent, home base out of San Antonio, Texas, correct?
That's right.
All right.
Oh, dude, I just left there.
Yeah.
Dude, I know
He
what
was
you're
just
going
there.
through. Yeah.
It's been crazy,
So-
man.
Oh man, we went there on a vacation for 7 days and was literally locked in our Airbnb for 5 out of the 7 days because there was no power and no restaurants open, nowhere to go.
What side of town were you on?
I don't know. I was near HEB Plus, but that doesn't narrow it down. So I don't really know. I think the west side. I think.
Oh,
Anyway.
We're getting that there's some echo. So we need to check and make sure the echo canceling is on. So let's talk a little bit, guys. We can go a little bit further back, but I'm going to go just as far back right now as Last Days, which ended up being number 1 on our Dirty 30 a couple times on the Sound 228 radio app. That's where I first heard you guys, and if I remember right, it was man. I'm going to tell you what, Abe and Joe Alfano and all of them. I think they were the first to kind of tell me about you guys and was able to check it out in Last Days. And then we roll into the new one, Think You Got It. So tell me, from what I understand, you guys made debut at South by Southwest was where you guys made your debut at.
I guess when we officially said that, okay, us as Relent, as the group that we are right now, the members that we have, it was at South by Southwest where we said to ourselves, like, if we're going to do this, today's day 1. So we debuted as Relent with the 5-piece that we are at South by Southwest. And it was unbelievable. It was great.
That's awesome. And I hope soon, because we were having a discussion about South by Southwest earlier today about one of the bands here was about to go play it when it got canceled last year. And hopefully, I doubt it'll be back for 2021, but hopefully 2022 South by Southwest goes up there.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
so going into Last Days, you guys were really successful with Last Days. You guys really kicked it, I want to say, in gear on the Christian rock charts and things like that. Tell me how all of that developed as Last Days was starting to build that snowball, which good reference
No
right
pun
now.
intended. Yeah.
Snowball, and becoming that steamroll that it was. Tell us the build up behind Last Days.
Well, to go back just a little bit, we released Heart Attack, which is our debut album. We actually released it on our by ourselves independently. We pushed that for about, I want to say 8-9 months until we got contact with Rockfest Records. We got signed to Rockfest Records the beginning of 2019. So we've only been signed just for a little bit. We re-released Heart Attack on Rockfest Records, which included the single Low. Now, Low was the catapult for everything that we're doing right now. Low got on Sirius Octane, everywhere on all Christian markets, the secular markets, pretty much everywhere Low was being played. And because of that, we've kind of built a momentum with what we're doing, and then leading into Last Days. That was the second single, which is going to be on the next album that's coming out. So because of Low, we've been able to do so many things, and people have caught on to Relent. They know about the new single, which is Think You Got It, that just came out a few weeks ago. But Last Days is still going strong, still on the charts. I want to say we're number 4 right now on the Christian charts, which is amazing for being our second release to still be top 5 on the charts. So that it's been amazing, man.
No, absolutely. And Bruce, is the bass player always this quiet?
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt.
Oh, you're good. So tell us, you're up for. I noticed that you guys are up for in a couple different areas and different types of awards for different awards in the Christian music community. Tell us a little bit about those.
I'll kick it off here, but we recently just had some awesome nominations for the Grizzly Awards. So you're talking to two Grizzly Award nominees here. I was nominated for, was it Bassist of the Year? Or
Yeah.
I think so. And then Gaston for Drummer of the Year. So that was really a blessing, really encouraging. Didn't make it, didn't win it, but nonetheless, the nomination was awesome. And then Gaston.
Does the feeling really, is it just really feel good to be nominated?
Hell yeah, it does.
Shut up.
No, I think it's super cool. I mean, like out of all the bands, it's like I was on a top list. That's pretty sweet. So, and Gaston, what else were we nominated for?
We're nominated for Rock Song of the Year with Last Days. We did take home fan choice, which is awesome. That means that a lot of people are loving what we're doing right now, so that means a lot. But yeah, man, you know, the nominations are absolutely cool. Like we're up there with like the Lacey Sturm. We're up there with Head's new project, Love and Death.
Yep.
You know, so you know, bands like Red and Disciple, who have been in the Christian rock scene for the past 20 years. So we're up against some huge names, and us being the underdogs, still being nominated for stuff like that, just completely blows my mind.
Yeah, man. That brings up one question that I wanted to ask is like how, incorporating your faith into your music, is that something that y'all always wanted to do? Was it a conscious decision, or did it just kind of happen naturally during the writing process? Like, can you speak on that?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing about Relent was to put our faith in the front. We, us personally, we've gone through so much stuff in our lives. I used to sell drugs, all kinds of stuff. I used to be hooked on a lot of things, and we all have our different stories. But at the end of the day, the one thing that took us out from that murkiness that we were just swimming through our entire lives was Jesus. And a lot of people don't know that we're a Christian band when you first hear us, especially being on Octane. But when they do find out, it's either they like it, or they kind of like don't want to listen to us no more. But no matter the outcome, if they listen or not, we're still going to bring our faith. We're still going to talk about the truth. We're still going to bring Jesus in the front, because that's the thing that changed our lives. And that's what we speak about.
Man.
And to give my story, like when I was young, I didn't deal drugs like Gaston. Nonetheless, my dad was pretty, about doing the right thing. But nonetheless, when I was still broken home, went through a lot of stuff in my youth, and so it was actually Christian rock that kind of spoke to me when in my middle school into high school years. And so for me, I was like, this is what I want to do at a young age. Now, did I think I would actually go through get there? I don't know, but this has just kind of been since my youth, been seeking to do this. I've been in several other Christian bands, different genres, but definitely been on the road. And this is kind of like the ultimate, like, I'm trying to think of what superhero where everything comes together. Maybe it's
Captain
the Infinity, Captain Planet. We got all the rings, and then it's like with our powers combined. And so this has been the most like serious, mature, real, and then serious about Christianity, the band that I've been in, sharing the gospel, and we've seen a bunch of awesome life change, and have got to interact with a lot of cool people and really just share the message. So it's been great.
Man, that's awesome.
I was going to say, mad props to you guys for putting that foot forward and sticking with it.
Correct.
Because I know a lot of people that would put that foot forward, and the minute they got some rejection, they would take a step back and just say, okay, well, maybe that wasn't the right thing. But to keep pushing forward and keep doing it the way you guys are doing it, mad props to you guys. So congrats.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and one of the second question that kind of came to mind when you were talking earlier, and you mentioned it again here a second ago about the Serious Octane. So we have a lot of unsigned artists, new forming bands, people that haven't, potentially taken that next step to that next level. How did that come about for y'all? Is that something that you actively sought out, or did it kind of just naturally occur once you put the single out? Like, to walk us through that process.
Man, I'm still learning when it comes to like the big games like that, with the big, huge stuff as far as radio and, bands that are on Octane. At the end of the day, what it came down to was just relationship. like I hit up Jose Mangan, I hit up the other people that run Octane and just Sirius XM, and I just presented what we had. And you know, I didn't think that they would hop on, but our team at Rockfest Records and our radio team, they really believed in us, and they did everything they could to get us out there, and Octane loved it. So we're hoping for the same with our current single, and we're hoping for the same for Last Days. So, and you know, it's all about right timing. And Low, when it did come out, was the perfect timing for us. And so that's basically it.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
awesome.
Well, the new single is "Think You Got It." Tell us a little bit about that one.
Go for it, Bruce.
So far, to my understanding, so I think you got it really pushes back against, you know, it's kind of more introspective, you know, so like when it comes to faith, you know, it's like things are bad out there. Well, sometimes there's things bad on the inside, so to speak. And when we think of it, the church at large, I call it the, you know, the visible church, you know, what's perceived as Christianity. There's a lot of shysters and whack things going on, just to put it mildly. And so, yeah, it's kind of a anthem speaking out against that, you know. I mean, it's very clear, you think you got it, but you don't. And so there's you can the album artwork is vivid, it's amazing, you know. It kind of communicates clearly what's said in the song. You know, we in our own lives, we've just taken a stand theologically against, you know, things that are misinterpreting and taking the message and going the wrong way with it. And so it's just a strong song towards that, and it's fun to play. You know, we're jamming it today, so
No, and it's a great song. And like I said, we were as soon as you guys released it, we were on it, and it was the first time I ever teased with it, doing with something like that on the radio station side of things. We played that song every hour for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So at the top of every hour, that song was played.
thank you.
The day it got released, and got some good response out of it.
Yep.
So thank you guys for releasing that.
Thank you for playing it, man. That means a lot.
Really
Yeah.
good stuff. So if somebody, go ahead.
No. I was go
You
ahead.
said you were going to go to the same place I was.
Uh,
So if somebody's looking to find Relent and all the social media outlets and all of that, where can they find you guys at?
You can go to our Facebook, which is Relent Band 7 or Relent 777. We also have a website, relentband.com. They can check everything out there. They have all the links for your Facebook, for your Instagram, Twitter, and videos that are up there, live stuff from previous shows. So they can hit us up there, Instagram. Just type in Relent and you'll find us. You also have a Relent fan page. Now, in that fan page, which is on Facebook, you get those that are in there. It's a closed group. You get the first sneak peeks of whatever we got playing, whatever new videos are out. So definitely hit that up, join, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. So,
All right. Well, I think that's everything I got. Is there anything you guys want to put out before we move on to what we have going on next? Or
no, those in the Texas area though, even if you're not from Texas, we're playing a huge festival that we are headlining. It's called Sound for the Crown down in San Antonio. A lot of awesome bands are playing. There's also tickets for live stream. If you can't make it down to San Antonio, you can purchase a ticket. It's on our Facebook page. The link is on there. At checkout, if you put Relent, you get 10% off. So definitely join us with the live stream or come down to San Antonio and get down with us.
yeah, go back to San Antonio.
Hey, I loved what I saw in your city, man, and I love Texas.
No,
like,
I was
big
in
time,
I was
so.
in San Antonio, October of 2019.
Yeah.
And I love that whole area. I lived in Austin for a year.
Yeah.
And just being in that whole area, that is such a great place to not only visit, but if you ever want to move somewhere and you want to be in a great area, San Antonio, man, has got it going on. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, I love the state of Texas too. So,
We got tacos, so
gentlemen, we appreciate y'all taking time out of your day to jump on our show with us and hang out. We're digging the tunes, like Kevin mentioned a few times. We're spinning it on the radio app. So, thanks for putting out killer music and joining us tonight.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Send me the links to the fest and to how people, if they can't go, get to the live stream, and we'll make sure we share it out so people can purchase some tickets for that.
Awesome, bro. Appreciate that.
awesome. God
All right,
bless.
one last thing. When the world gets back to normal, we want you on the Mississippi Gulf Coast too.
Hey, book us. We're there.
Please.
All right.
That'd be awesome.
We'll make it happen.
Good deal.
Let's do it.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thanks. Appreciate it.